Hey there all you handsome bastards and classy ladies, and welcome back to more Skyrim Special Edition. We are in the middle of the opening quest called Before the Storm. Ralof suggested that I head to the nearby town of Riverwood, and not River Run, or Rivendell as I called it in the last one. His sister owns a lumber mill there and should be able to help me talk to Gerdur in Riverwood. But before we do any of that, I want you to sit back, relax, throw your feet up, enjoy this video. I also want to thank you all for those of you who watched part 1 of this. Really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart and the top of it and everything in between, all of the arteries, all of the veins, even the cockles of my heart, I just want to say thank you for such a warm welcome back. It was more than I deserved, and you guys are amazing, and you are the reason why I do these videos. It's not to satisfy my own ego, it's just knowing that you guys enjoy watching my videos just means the world to me. Even if there was only 5 of you, I would be doing it for you, you know? Anyways, enough of that. Sit back, relax, throw your feet up, enjoy this video, grab yourself a cup of tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever your hot drink of choice is. We're just going to take a little bit of a stroll, and we're going to join Ralof as he heads to Riverwood. Unfortunately, for all of the people in Helgen, for anyone who survived the attack, or for the families of anybody who was in the attack, they're in for a bit of an emotional donkey punch over the next few days after what Alduin just did in there. And let's just enjoy these volumetric god rays and these pretty new graphics. Look at that shrubbery.
You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today.
If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
I am actually going to join the Stormcloak Rebellion in this playthrough. I'm playing as a Nord. It just feels like the right thing to do. Oh. Hello, little Mr. Bunny Tabbit. Oh, he detected me. It's a shame I can't pickpocket him. It would be amazing if you could pickpocket the rabbits. It would raise more questions than it answered, but be a nice little funny detail. Ah, Bleak Falls Barrow.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. I never understood how my sister could stand living in the shadow of that place. I guess you get used to it.
He really got all up on my personal space there for a second, didn't he? But yeah, I remember back in the PS3 version when he was talking about Bleak Falls Barrow, I could never actually really make it out in the distance. For a while I was never sure what he was talking about. But then of course in the special edition you just look up and there it is. We'll actually be heading there, probably in the next video, if not the video after that. The stones.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead. See for yourself.
Okay, so for those of you who might never have played this game before, these Guardian Stones, there's actually more of them. I think there's 13 in total scattered throughout the map. But they're actually really handy. So you've got the Warrior Stone, you got the Mage Stone, and you got the Thief Stone right now. So it kind of plays to the main archetypes. And essentially when you activate one, it'll give you benefits to how your skills level up. So we're going to go with the Warrior Stone for now because it actually helps with your kind of melee attacks, your blocking. It also helps with your smithing. And I'm hoping in a few videos time to use what I remember from the old Skyrim a few years ago on how to level up smithing very quickly, because it is very handy for a lot of builds. So you activate the Warrior Stone. And those under the sign of the Warrior will learn all combat skills 20% faster. And as far as I remember, that includes smithing as well. You may only have one sign blessing at a time. Now here's the thing, right? He's just standing there, judging me with his judgy eyes of judgment. I know for a fact if I pick the Thief or the Mage, he's going to take the piss out of me. It's going to be like my school days all over again. So we pick with the Warrior, blend in with the crowd.
Warrior, good. Those stars will guide you to honor and glory.
Now I get that we live in a world of magic and everything, and this is fairly commonplace, but come on, that's amazing. It just reached up to some cosmic deity in the sky. That's impressive. Why aren't you impressed, Ralof? Tough crowd, this guy. But I hope all you handsome bastards and classy ladies are doing well. I'm doing really well. I'm actually off to see Doctor Strange with a friend of mine in a little bit. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't actually seen.
This isn't Stormcloak territory. If we're ahead of the news from Helgen, we should be fine. As long as we don't do anything stupid.
Well, you're dressed.
Run into any Imperials. Just let me do the talking, alright?
Look, you're dressed as a Stormcloak, and I'm clearly dressed in stolen Imperial armor. We are not talking our way out of any situation. I'm sorry, Ralof. I admire your enthusiasm. Oh, what am I doing? If I've got the Warrior Stone enabled, do I have any melee? You see, I'm going to go for a bit of a mage character. Oh, you know what? I'm actually just going to take it just a little bit of a trek back. Is he going to wait for me? No, he's just buggering on off. Some friend he is. My bestie, my best friend in the entire world. He just abandoned me like that. We just got attacked by wolves, and he's like, he'll probably be okay. Anyways, if he's not there to talk, then it just lets us have a bit of a catch up now, doesn't it? Because I'm going for like the sorcerer build, which would be magic. A little bit of there's a little bit of sword play with him as well, but mainly magic and heavy armor. So you can basically hold your own in a fight, but you're holding off the enemies with magic reserves. It's a really fun build to play as, I have to say, from what I remember. And what I like to do is I get the silver swords because they do 10% extra damage against the undead. But then I like to have 3 of them, and I have one infused with fire, one infused with storm, one infused with frost. And it's just, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a moose or deer. And it's pretty awesome. It's pretty badass. A bit difficult to play as at the beginning because you don't have a whole lot of spells or magicka reserves or anything like that. But once you build it up, oh man, it's such a fun build. But yeah, I'm off to see Doctor Strange later on. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't actually seen much of I actually haven't seen most of the Marvel movies, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Just haven't had the chance to, more than anything. I did see the last 2 DC ones though. I saw Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman, and ugh, a little disappointing to say the least. Alright, Riverwood discovered.
I saw a dragon.
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll
Son of the year right there.
It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
Sounds a little bit jelly. Oh, I remember that guy, actually.
Has something happened? You're right. Follow me. Hod, come here a minute. I need your help with something.
What is it, woman? Sven drunk on the job again?
Hod, just come here.
Ralof, what are you doing here? Ha, I'll be right down.
What is it, woman? I get that we're back a bit in time, but that's just an offensive way to talk to your wife. I don't know if there's an offensive way to stalk your wife,
Uncle
but I'm
Ralof,
stalking your wife
can I
now.
see your axe? How many Imperials have you killed? Do you really know Ulfric's Stormcloak?
Hush, Gerdur. This is no time for your games. Go and watch the South Road. Come find us if you see any Imperial soldiers coming.
Aw, Mama. I want to stay and talk with Uncle Ralof.
Look at you, almost a grown man. Won't be long before you'll be joining the fight yourself.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Ralof. I won't let those soldiers sneak up on you.
Now, Ralof, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in. I can't remember when I last slept. Where to start? Well, the news you heard about Ulfric was true. The Imperials ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew exactly where we'd be. That was 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards!
They wouldn't dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, A dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself. Huh? And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerdur, but...
Any friend of Ralof's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
I don't know why. I was admiring Hod's mustache and I wanted to get a closer look at it. I kind of forgot that I was recording and that they were having a serious conversation. And yeah, I ended up shoving him. And then I thought, hey, why don't I just shove Gerdur while I'm at it as well? You know, equal opportunist. Oh well. Might as well take everything off of her. Thank you.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
I ought to get back to work before I'm missed, but did anyone else escape? Did Ulfric?
Don't worry. I'm sure he made it out. It'll take more than a dragon to stop Ulfric's Stormcloak. I'll let them into the house and, you know, show them where everything is.
Help them drink up our mead, you mean? Good luck, brother. I'll see you later.
Don't worry about me. I know how to lay low.
Again, you're dressed as a Stormcloak in an Imperial-run town.
I told you my sister would help us out.
He did say that, to be fair. He was pretty confident about it.
I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck.
I'm dressed as an Imperial. Read the crowd, Ralof. Read the crowd. Hod's not really one for banter while you walk, is he? That's alright. Anyone who's ever played Skyrim, by the way, will recognize this chicken. Oh, how we recognize this chicken. If you've never played Skyrim, though, and maybe you're playing along this with me, attack that chicken. Go for it.
I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck.
Good fun things happen when you attack that chicken. So, if I remember correctly, what'll happen is Hod opens up this house. This is Ralof's home. It's actually a pretty decent sized hovel, if I'm being honest with you. And I think you can pretty much just use this as your base of operations. It's sort of your home until you have an actual home. And of course, the special edition has a Hearthfire DLC, which actually lets you build your own home. There are properties that you can buy throughout the game, but you can actually build your own home using the Hearthstone DLC.
Can I help you?
Lucy. The cat insists on being on my lap right now, so it's a little bit of an awkward setup. Okay, 15 points of stamina, 10 points of health, 10 points of health, and 5 points of stamina. See, the food is very handy to have, so that you're not just draining your potions and just relying on those and nothing else. Alright, so everyone's here.
So you saw a dragon, did you? Tell me, what was it like? As big as a house?
It was as big as a house. I really don't want to talk about it. Much bigger than that. As big as the inn. Maybe you'll see one yourself soon. Helgen isn't that far from here. Grim.
Well, I'll be. That'd be a sight to see. Not that I actually want to see one, understand. I hope that dragon stays far away from here. Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
Got wood?
I've got enough to worry about. Taking care of my family. I don't concern myself with such matters.
Ralof just shoved his way on through me, didn't he?
Talos guide to you.
Thank you. I'm gonna pretty much just shamelessly steal everything from you guys. and then I'm gonna sell it. Because this is what happens when you invite me into your home.
Fight or die well.
Take the salt pile. Essentially, if it's not nailed down, I'm damn well gonna take it. I wonder if I can cook any more off of the stuff that I just found. No, nothing just yet. That's alright though.
I hope to see you in winter.
Ooh.
Good luck.
Alright. They're gonna regret ever inviting me into their home. That and that and that. You can keep your bucket. Let's have that. I'm not even sure if that's. I'm not sure if the wooden cutlery is actually worth any money. Take all the food. Clear them out of their booze. I am that guy. Search this chest. Oh, your Warhammer. That's where you draw the line. I can literally rob you out of your home, put your family into financial ruin. But God help the man who takes that Warhammer. There it goes. All off on the dragon. I'm actually going to do a bit of a story time type series as well, where I just essentially read the books. Oh man, I'm carrying too much. Alright, well, I'm off to the shop. I'll be back soon. Get more stuff while I'm gone. But yeah, I'm gonna look at doing a sort of a Skyrim storytime type series. Literally nothing fancy, just these videos that I do where I read the books from the game that I find. And yeah, the whole purpose of it really is to just kind of expand on the lore of Skyrim. You can actually learn some stuff from the books that tie directly into the game. No, maybe if I just drop one item. Something that's not worth much at all. Like a basket. How is a roll of paper worth that much? It is worth something though. I'll drop a wooden bolt. Alright, there we go. Frees me up a little bit. I'll just take the financial loss. This is going to trigger another quest for us anyway that we'll embark on in a little bit.
One of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Is this man bothering you, ma'am?
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Seems like a reasonable request.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I like how we made it sound like it was a pretty petty theft, you know. They're only after one thing, just this invaluable claw made out of solid gold.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
I do kind of look like a guy who can take care of himself, though. But whatever. If a pretty lady offers to escort you somewhere, you don't say no. You gotta keep chivalry alive, you know?
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
Well, lead on. Following your lead here, Camilla.
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Well, to be fair, if the claw is essentially a key. So if the key is made out of solid gold, you gotta figure what it's guarding.
They stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
Yeah, most merchants back in these times weren't exactly the most legitimate people, to be fair.
This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
Yeah, well, listen, I appreciate you walking me to the edge of town and everything, but I was going to do some business with your brother. It was very presumptuous of you to assume that I needed to go right now. God, no manners these days.